For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to part 1 of a 2-part vote for the new Career Mode series to replace the My Player series here on the Chesnoy Gaming channel. There will be a straw poll in the description, but don't vote yet until you've seen the full video so you know the details of each team on that vote. How the vote's going to work and why this is a 2-parter, there are 2 options from the Bundesliga, from La Liga and from Serie A. And what I'd like you to do is vote on one of those options per league. So I'll give you 2 options of each league, and I want you to vote for your favourite from the Bundesliga, your favourite from Serie A, and your favourite from La Liga, and then the winning 3 teams, one from each league, will head over to tomorrow's video, where we'll do a vote where you can decide which of those 3 teams I do the new career mode with. Now, this new series will be replacing the My Player series on the channel with regards its upload slot, so it will be coming Tuesday at 6:30. Thursday at 6:30, Saturday and Sunday both at midday. I'll obviously adjust the schedule that is shown in the description and on the About tab of the page accordingly. And that's where the new series will be coming out. Don't worry, the RTG isn't going anywhere. That series will continue to stay on a daily basis at 4 PM every single day of the week, and the Ultimate Team stuff will continue to come on an infrequent basis as well. Now, obviously, at the minute we have an RTG style career mode, and this will be a series with a larger team. When the RTG series finishes, I'll replace that with another RTG style career mode with a smaller team. So we will constantly have a smaller team long-term series and a larger team shorter term series on the channel. So we'll have 2 manager modes going at the same time. One will offer a certain type of content, the other will offer a different type of content. So you get the long-term series and the short-term quick-fire, let's try and win as much as we possibly can in as short a time as possible type series. That's what this one will be. So, with that in mind, let's head in and we'll have a look at the teams. Obviously, don't need to worry about 60% boost or anything right now. So we'll scroll across, and the first country we come to is Germany. The first option in Germany, quick to point out, I'm not going to be doing Borussia Dortmund because everybody under the sun does Borussia Dortmund. I did Borussia Dortmund on FIFA 14, so I'm going to steer clear of them. But the first team is going to be FC Bayern München. Obviously, the biggest team in Germany, the most successful team in Germany, and you don't see that many Bayern Munich career modes. So I thought it might be perhaps an option for this one. Domestic, continental, and brand exposure all critical with regards to the board. Low financial and weirdly low youth development, although I would be keen on bringing through my own German youth prospects at Bayern Munich should you choose for me to take control of the giant team that is Bayern Munich. The club worth is £2.1 billion, and we'd have an £80.5 million transfer budget, which means I wouldn't use that 60% boost that is available to me via the menus. I wouldn't use that here at Bayern. I would, however, use that boost at the second team that you would have to vote on for the Bundesliga, which is Bayer Leverkusen, a smaller side, but still one of the bigger teams in the Bundesliga. Domestic and youth development both set to high for the board. Medium continental and low brand exposure, low financial. £35 million transfer budget, and like I say, we'd use the 60% boost there, so that would put us up over 50 million-ish with regards to the budget as well. And obviously they have some really good players. You've got Javier Hernandez, Chicharito, you've got Hakan Çalhanoğlu, you've got Bernd Leno in goal, and then young prospects like Julian Brandt and Jonathan Tah already at the club. So they're obviously not as big as Bayern Munich, but still a side that there's plenty of growth there that we could do at Bayer Leverkusen. And they are the 2 options for Germany. Let me know in the comment section after you've voted which teams you voted for in each country and why you voted for those specific teams. Moving into Italy, I did an Inter Milan series last year. I did an AC Milan series last year. I did an Inter Milan series the year before, and I don't really want to do Juventus. I'd like to do, or I have no preference, but the 2 sides that I'm putting forward for Serie A are Napoli, as you can see on screen now, a transfer budget again of about 35 million, so I would use that 60% transfer budget boost. Critical domestic success, high continental and brand exposure. Obviously, they have players like Lorenzo Insigne and Dries Mertens that have been on fire this season, and there's still some growth there for Napoli to kind of get themselves back towards the top of the table. They came close to winning the Scudetto under Rafa Benitez a couple of years ago, but they've only won Serie A twice, as you can see from the little blurb there on the right-hand side. So might be nice to try and win the Scudetto with Napoli. Obviously, there is definitely some scope for growth there. They've not really gotten themselves into the latter stage of the Champions League for a while. So, they, like I say, plenty to be done at Napoli if you choose them. The second side is Roma. Obviously, it's been a while since they won. It's been a while since anyone other than Juventus, I suppose, won Serie A. They too are critical domestic, high continental and high brand exposure with low financial and low youth development. Similar transfer budget as well, so would use that 60% transfer budget boost that you get from the previous screen. Roma, obviously, having lost Miralem Pjanic, are slightly weaker, but still have players like Rajan Angolan and Mohamed Salah, etc. So very, very strong side, and still some scope there for growth. Seems to be the main phrase that I'm using here, but there is room there to improve the team, and obviously to aim for domestic and continental success as soon as possible. They are your two Serie A options. Moving on to Spain, and similar with the fact that nobody really does a Bayern Munich series, nobody really tends to do Barcelona series either. If anyone tends to do either of the big two, I've always seen people lean towards Real Madrid. So maybe you might want to see me take on Barcelona. I know Atletico Madrid are like the go-to for Spain, similarly to Dortmund being the go-to for Germany. But FC Barcelona are the first option, critical everywhere but financial. And similarly with Bayern Munich, if you choose Bayern Munich, I bring through some young German talent, as they tend to do in real life. At Barcelona, especially considering youth development is critical, I try and bring through some young Spanish talent as well from the youth squad to try and keep up the theme that Barcelona have used throughout the past 20, 30 years, etc. Big transfer budget, wouldn't need the 60% boost here. Obviously, they have the tendency to make the odd big marquee signing like Neymar, etc. Whereas last year, they went for Umtiti and Paco Alcacer. Some smaller signings, then Andre Gomes from Valencia as well, and Alex Vidal from Sevilla. They kind of went for more signings rather than the one big one. But obviously, we could discuss that in more detail if you select Barcelona as the side you would like me to take forward. The smaller side in La Liga for you to vote on would be Sevilla. Obviously won the Europa League 3 years in a row, but haven't really taken the club onto that next level. Financially set to critical, and they have tended to be a selling club in the past. Players like Rakitic leaving, players like Dani Alves leaving, players like Carlos Bacca leaving in the more recent times. Obviously, they brought in players like Sami Nasri on loan and Steven Nzonzi from the Premier League as well, and Wissam Ben Yedder from Toulouse. So they have a decent team, and I would use the 60% transfer budget boost, so that, again, would boost us close to 50 million. And high domestic, medium continental, high brand exposure, and high youth development. So again, would perhaps look to bring in some young Spanish talent. And the aim would be top four, and then La Liga title and Champions League latter stages, and then obviously winning the Champions League after that. That would be the aim with Sevilla. So you have your two options in Germany, FC Bayern München and Bayer Leverkusen. You have your two options in Italy, Napoli or Roma, and your two options in Spain, Barcelona or Sevilla. Vote for one from each country, and then the winning club from each country will go into tomorrow's vote, and then then you can vote on which of those three winning sides from today's vote you would like the new series to be with. Make sense? Good. Head over to the straw poll in the description, have a vote, let me know in the comment section which way you voted and why you voted that way, and I look forward to seeing your response. There'll be a Career Mode RTG video later on this afternoon, and then Career Mode Vote Part 2 will come out tomorrow at lunchtime. I'll see you then.